Hey, another dental roadhead. Friday evening, afternoon, coming home. As you can see, it's dark. Yep, because at the end of the week, I catch up with everything I need to catch up with, make sure everything's done. But anyway, let's talk about this topic I have on my head for today, which is fillings. We had a patient come in. He going to a different office. New patient going to a different office, and he had his fillings on almost every back tooth. And his complaint was that the fillings in the past kept falling out, and that they, getting food stuck between them. He hadn't been to dentist in a couple of years, but food was getting stuck between them because they just weren't done very well. And also, when he had a bunch that kept falling out, and they had to kept being redone. So I took a look. Yeah, they're not very good. They got big old gaps between them, and so food's getting caught in there, which causes your gums to bleed, and it's just really annoying, and also leads to other cavities, which he did have in between around these old fillings. Then we went and explained, hey, they're really big, but I'll take them out. We'll do some better fillings in those areas. We'll close the gap, make your gums healthier. And he goes, and he's okay, sounds good. And then we go and tell him what they cost. So he's like, oh, what? Why do these fillings cost so much? And I'm like, well, you just went to a crappy place. The fillings are falling out. They're hurting. They're not done right. Maybe there's a reason why the ones that were a lot cheaper were done crappy. Okay, fillings, are done not or mediocre at best in the general sense. I talk about this with dentists. I talk about this with other patients all the time. Fillings are notoriously, if you're going to a dentist who gets paid through a dental insurance and is taking their discounted rate, it's very difficult to do a good filling because they pay way underpay for what it is when done well. So what happens? They rush them, they use cheaper materials, they never learn to get really good at them, and they do crowns more than they should because they don't get really great at fillings in this country. So crowns are usually overprescribed, and fillings are underprescribed. Part of it is they're not very good at it. If they're big, they're going to do a poor job, so they can't do it, so it must need a crown. And two, they're going to lose money. If it's a small filling and someone needs like one cavity, often a dentist will lose money. Like, you're paying the dentist, insurance paying them, but really with the time it takes and the amount of materials they use, all these things, they're actually paying you to do it because they're going to lose money, which is another reason. So how does that make sense? How does it make sense for a dentist? How does it make sense for a business? It doesn't. So what do I do? Well, I like composite. I do less crowns. I do more composite because I've done BioClear and it opened my eyes. And once you go down this route and you realize how good composite can be, then you get better at it. And some dentists like doing that. But you have to get paid for it. So what do? We charge a fair fee. There's no reason you should get paid less for a crown for filling. I mean, the actual fee costs is less, but per hour or per minute or however you want to look at it. You're drilling on the teeth, you're working on the patient, both going to last if you do it well around the same time. A decade's a good average that they can last. Some insurance companies will pay for fillings every 2 or 3 years because they have all these young dentists coming out of school, going to, just be doing these fillings, even old dentists, and they stink and they fall out in 2 or 3 years. All the things this guy just told me. So we got two things. We got someone who says his fillings stink, have lots of problems with them, but doesn't understand why he has to pay more money for them. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Composite can be great material. I do porcelain also. I rebuild mouths in composite and porcelain. There's pros and cons. But people come to me. I even gave this whole talk. I said, how did you find me? He said, I live right over there. We get people that come to us because they live right over there. And then we get people that come to us from all over Texas, from all over Austin, from other parts of the country, because they know the difference in dentistry. And not everyone knows that. And that's cool because they haven't had problems. They haven't they don't, whatever, they go as close as, they don't have any problems, they have a filling, they don't think about it, they have a crown, whatever, was it great? It doesn't matter, they don't have a lot of problems, so it's not an issue. People have problems, either cosmetic or otherwise. They've gone to many dentists, they've gone through this roller coaster and things falling out and breaking, and then they said, I better do some research and figure out who I should go to. And it's not based on who's closest, who takes my insurance. Anyway, that's my rant for today. So fillings could be awesome, but if they cost more than the ones that fall out and hurt, there's probably a reason for that. Dental Roadhead!